And she also asked a question about her baby breastfeeding at night. And she asked, can that affect the teeth of her baby?
Yes, it's exactly what we've said, that indeed you are actually supposed to wipe the teeth after breastfeeding. There's no problem with breastfeeding because, I mean, that's what a baby should do. The problem is letting them sleep without cleaning their teeth. So you're supposed to make sure that you wipe their teeth immediately they fall asleep, all right? So that you remove the sugars that are from the breast milk. And if you don't do that, you're going to get baby bottle disease or develop into early childhood caries, where you find that almost all the teeth are affected. And mostly you'll find that it is the upper teeth. Why? Because the lower teeth, you know, we have saliva. Saliva is a natural cleansing agent. And also on the lower side, we have the tongue. So the tongue just moving around just cleans those teeth inadvertently. But for the upper teeth, since they are not in direct contact with the source of the saliva, you'd find that they are the most affected, especially the front upper teeth. So it is okay, breastfeed at night, but as a mother, what you're supposed to do, immediately the baby falls asleep, just take a warm moist cloth, just wipe the teeth, and it will make a whole lot of difference. Yes.
You know, Dr. sometimes we hear a lot about not kissing the child, that you should not be kissing your child on the lips. If you could just clarify that for us, how that affects the dental health of your child in the long term, or if that's a myth, if at all.
Yeah, it's not recommended really, because I mean, this is a young child. Number one, we talked last week about the mouth having a lot of bacteria. And you know, I mean, this is a young person who's not been exposed to the environment like an adult. The same way that you would not expose them to, you know, cold or things like that, because they are having innate immunity. Basically, they are depending actually on the breast milk for their immunity. They've not yet formed their own immunity. So if you have a cold or you have some harmful bacteria in the mouth as an adult, and then you are kissing the baby, you are basically transferring that to the baby. There are even adults who have a particular bacteria that is very monotonous for bad breath. And you know, now when you do that to the baby, what are you doing? So it is not recommended that you do that. If you have to, just do it on the cheek. I mean, just let the baby alone. Have they even consented for it?
Very interesting. And talk to us about thumb sucking, because we see, you know, growing up, my mother especially, she's very much against kids who, you know, suck their thumbs. How does that affect the teeth of the child? And you know, sometimes they say that it's also a contributing factor to a lot of kids having their teeth projected outside. Then how does thumb sucking really play out when it comes to dental health of the child?
Right. Again, a good question. And we generally call these habits parafunctional habits. So these parafunctional habits would include thumb sucking. They also include even tongue thrusting, lip sucking, okay, where the baby sucks on the lower lip. Now, some of these habits are self-soothing habits for the baby, all right, where they feel just comfortable doing it. They are okay up to a certain age. You see, if they are sucking their thumb when they are little, it will not affect them as much. But now when they reach a certain age, let's say 4 or 5 years going up, it will now become detrimental, because you know, with you are supposed to wean off these infantile, they're called infantile habits, all right? So if you suck your thumb, what you're doing is you're actually applying pressure on the upper jaw, all right? Remember, this is a growing child. When the child is growing, there are spaces in between bones, including the palate. We call them sutures. So when you apply pressure for long, what will happen is it's like you're pushing it out. So you'll find that the upper jaw is so in front compared to the lower jaw. And that gives them a very, you know, unique posture, what we call a class 2 face profile, where the upper jaw is so protruded compared to the lower jaw. And it's not a nice thing, because that's not how they're supposed to be. And you'd find the teeth are really protruded outside. With that, protrusion of the teeth will lead to two things. Number one, speech. You'd find that because there are some letters that you pronounce with your teeth together. When you suck your thumb, you get an open bite at the front. So this open bite means that the front teeth never meet, the upper front teeth never meet on the lower side, on the lower teeth. So it leaves a space at the front. This will do two things. Number one, it will affect speech. You'd find that some words cannot be said by someone who has an open bite. You'd find they're saying the, you know, because the tongue goes to the front to try to conceal that space that is formed by the open bite. Some words you have to have, when you're talking, the teeth have to contact. So it might bring speech issues. Number two, you see the lip, when you have, I mean, the teeth and the lip are supposed to close your mouth. It is actually part of a physical barrier. All right? The way you have a door in your house. That door is supposed to prevent strangers and things that you don't want to get into the house.
Right.
So when you have an open bite, it means that you have what we call incompetent lips. The lips are not meeting. So all the time, the teeth are out and there's a space that is there. So this will lead to a lot of things getting behind your mouth. And these kids, you'd find that they always have Homa, all right? Because there's a lot of stuff that is getting through the air unfiltered. Because you are not supposed to breathe with your mouth. You're supposed to breathe with your nose. Why? The nose has some hairs and some sinuses that clean the air before it goes down. But now when you have an open bite, it means the air is going in unfiltered, and it will lead to what we call upper respiratory diseases like Homa and pharyngitis and all those things. So it is not only a dental problem, it will lead to other things. And this can also lead to snoring. Because you don't have a seal at the front of the mouth. You'd find that these kids snore a lot, and you know, it can lead to other things in the ENT area. So indeed, this parafunctional habits, thumb sucking, tongue thrusting, will not only disfigure your dental formula, but it can lead to other systemic conditions, including, you know, you've had parents saying, mtoto wangu anashindanga na homa all the time. Yeah, it could just be from just an open bite at the front of the mouth.